Hi guys, Johnny Good here for Real Home Studio. Today taking a look at Vintage's Statesboro Whiskey Sour orchestra sized guitar. And just before we dive straight in, I want to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, and if you've got something to say, then please do drop it in the comments box below. Okay, so here we are with Vintage's Statesboro Whiskey Sour, and this is the orchestra model. There are a number of different sizes which came out in this series, and it's very much kind of a blues-inspired guitar, particularly with the visuals. It's got this kind of smoky, kind of bourbon, wood kind of feel about it, you know, that sort of maybe 1930s kind of smoky bar kind of feel about it, and I kind of like it. I haven't seen many guitars actually with this kind of finish, and I think it looks really quite nice, particularly if you're into the blues. And also, you know, at this price point, it's a guitar with a little bit of style to it. So it's mahogany, top, back and sides, very reminiscent of the vintage VE900 mahogany, which I reviewed a few weeks back. In fact, it's almost identical with regards to the size. The cutaway is just very slightly different, but the neck again feels very, very similar. It's got the same machine heads on it there. But aesthetics aside, there is one really big difference which I really like on this guitar compared to earlier vintage guitars, and that is the pickup system. So originally they were using a lot of the Fishman pickups, and now they've got their own in-house vintage pickup system. And I've got to say, I'm really impressed with this, particularly with the tuner. So let me just switch it on and I'll get close up for you. So if you switch the tuner on, you can then see as it lights up, you've got a low battery indicator, you've got bass, middle and treble, but you've also got this excellent onboard tuner, which is pretty much as good as a snark tuner. And to have that on board when you're playing live, or just it's so handy to have on your guitar all the time. You don't have to be looking for an external tuner. It's very accurate, and way more accurate than the Fishman ISIS system, which was on the VE900 MH. So really impressed with that. It's got a phase switch too, and of course a volume control also. So super impressed. I really like as well that it's backlit with this blue light as well, so it's very easy to see if you were playing obviously in a dark venue. I really like that pickup system, and that this guitar is under £150 is just incredible. I mean, to think of having a guitar like this when I started out, actually my first guitar was 120 quid. I remember that like 30 years ago. It was nowhere near as good as this instrument. So it's a real nice guitar to play too. Must say, out of the box, it's just a bit of a pleasure really. I think it looks really good. It's nice and solid. You've got that mahogany wood. It's a nice playable neck. I mean, if you're starting out, or if you want a guitar that you don't mind getting a little bit bashed up, taken around to gigs, isn't huge value, then, you know, sub £150. This is a really good buy. In fact, I think it's one of the best budget guitars I've come across, particularly that it's loaded with a particularly good preamp too, with that excellent tuner on board. Got to say again, if you're a beginner, if you're starting out, you want to grab yourself a nice guitar, or perhaps you want to get yourself into the blues, then this is a really good place to start. In fact, the Orchestra's, if anything, a bit of an all-rounder. It's got some of the bass of a Dreadnought, but not as much. But it's also got a little bit of sweetness of that smaller size body as well. So you've kind of got a one guitar does all in the kind of orchestra shape. So if you want something a bit more mid-rangey, then maybe you want to go for one of the other size models. I like this because it's a good old all-rounder, the orchestra size. So coming in at just sub £150 again, I think this thing's an absolute bargain. Go and check it out. There's going to be lots of sound samples at the end of this video too, so you can have a really good listen for yourself. There you go. Another great guitar from the guys at Vintage. I mean, sub £150. There can't be a better time to start learning the guitar. Certainly not a cheaper time to start on a good guitar. Hope you found that review really useful. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe. Most importantly, have yourself a great day.